Good morning. My name is Alfredo Treveño Santos. I'm going to talk about the description of the topic. The coronavirus pandemic is currently perceived as one of the greatest global threats, not only to public health and well-being, but also to global economic and social stability. A variety of public health and hygiene measures have been initiated. The most visually noticeable perhaps is the wearing of a face mask. Generally speaking, face masks have been adopted as one of the measures to reduce the COVID-19 spread across Europe, despite the fact that wearing masks in Europe is not common or familiar and is often associated with Asian countries. Besides being shaped by public discourse and social norms, risk perception also has a strong personal element. Some people seem like they do not care, others are quite relaxed, and some are more cautious. The additional challenge were noticeable during the shift from the lockdown phase and the beginning of the new phase of reopening, with the arrival of the vacuum when people were allowed to leave their home again. During the new phase, going back to living with the others demands new social behavior, etiquette combined with increased safety measures. The pandemic also seems to have reminded many people about the responsibility of humanity toward the preservation of all the living organisms, and as recognized by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, that our health is closely connected to the health of whole environment. My team will continue with the topic.
Hi, my name is Pablo Davila, and in this video we will tackle about the social impact of the use of a mask during the COVID pandemic and the problem that one of the vaccine called AstraZeneca is having. We will synthesize the problem of the necessity of the mask and the people do not want to be vaccinated against the COVID. However, how is the promoted willingness the people about the pandemic, the correct use of a mask, and the benefit that COVID vaccine have.
Hello, today we will talk about the disease that has been the cause of many questions, frustrations, unemployment, and also panic, among other things. COVID-19 is a disease caused by the new coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2. The WHO first learned of the existence of this new virus on December 31st, 2019, when it was informed of a group of cases of viral pneumonia that had been declared in Wuhan, People's Republic of China. The most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, dry cough, tiredness. Symptoms of severe COVID-19 include loss of appetite, confusion, persistent chest pain, high temperature. In the UK, pandemic started from January 31st, 2020. The earliest documented transmission within the UK occurred on February 28, 2020, leading to an epidemic with a rapid increase in cases in March. By March 1st, cases had been detected in England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. The government subsequently declared the coronavirus outbreak a level 4 incident. On March 12th, the UK risk level increased from moderate to high. On March 18th, it was announced that the country will close all schools. Some airlines announced a series of flight cancellations. As soon as the first case appeared on January 21st, the UK launched a public health information campaign to advise people on how to reduce the risk of spreading the virus. The UK Department of Health and Social Care and the Public Health of England published guidelines of infection prevention and control, how to detect and diagnose COVID-19. A daily updates included tips for travelers. The UK is one of the worst pioneers of vaccine coverage. On December 8, 2020, it became the first country to begin administering a fully tested and proven COVID-19 vaccines in silence. Since then, more than 18 million people in the UK have received a first dose of vaccines, and more than 600,000 second doses have also been administered.
Hi, my name is Michelle Sua. Nice to meet you. I'm a student and I'll tell you about the situation in UK. I turn to the use of mouth covers in UK. Basically, it's the same situation that we're live here in Mexico, with their respective difference. In UK, the mouth cover is mandatory, and if you do not use it, you will be fined. In Mexico, doesn't not happen. You can only remove if when you are eating and at home. And the next thing, and the about the vaccine, we have the following information. The UK is currently inoculating with the Pfizer and Oxford AstraZeneca vaccines. The plan is to keep the two required dose within 12 weeks, which differs from the strategy used in other countries around the world. According to the data, the impact of vaccines is spectacular. In severe cases, and a few weeks after receiving the first injection, the risk of hospitalization is reduced by at least 75% in a patients over 18 years of age. And here ends my part. And I have a good day and see you.
Good morning, my name is Rafael Montañez Torres, and today I'm going to talk about the conceptual approach and theories with the problem that there were in UK with respect to COVID vaccine. At the end of March 2021, 79 patients out of 20 million suffered blood clots with the AstraZeneca vaccine. Thus, 19 of the died, almost 22/3 of the cases were women, and the cases were around 18 to 79 years old. This problem went viral very quickly, giving mistrust both in the UK as well around the world. However, scientists mention that it's like saying that when traveling 400 kilometers by car, there is a probability of 1 in a million of suffering an accident. This problem is similar to when the pandemic started, as there was a lot of missing information.
Good morning, my name is Perla Flores and I want to talk about the general objective of our activity. The objective is to make the population aware of the correct use of the masks, raising awareness about the pandemic that we are experiencing in order to reduce the number of infections and that the quarantine is gradually decreasing, thus also having an impact on the ethics of using hygiene measures and thinking about our social environment while, while not harming others.
Hello, how are you? My name is Juan Barrios, and I will be talking to you about the specific objectives of our activity. People respect the established protection and hygiene rules to educate the public about the AstraZeneca and hygiene in the United Kingdom. Finally, reduce the number of infections in the UK.
My name is Oscar Arturo López Rodriguez. A recent study published in the Lancet magazine investigated the best method to protect against COVID-19, thus studying the percentage of risk and protection of physical distance, the use of face masks, and the use of face protective masks. According to research, it is likely the current policies of keeping less than 1 meter of physical distance between person and person are associated with a large reduction in the possibility of being infected. It is argued that if the distance is greater than 2 meters, results could be even more effective. The COVID-19 Women Challenge study is carried out by a partnership between the UK government's vaccines task force, Imperial College London, the Royal Free London NHS Foundation Trust, and the company Vivo, a pioneer in human viral testing models. We have sequenced a series of safe and effective vaccines for the UK, but it's essential that we continue developing new vaccine instruments for COVID-19, says Clive Dix, acting president of the Vaccines Task Force. We hope this trial will provide unique information on how the virus works and help us learn which promising vaccine offer the best chance to prevent infection, he said.
Hello, I am Cesar Iván Toledo Martinez and I will tell you about the schedule followed for this project. As a first phase, on February 4, we created the WhatsApp group to start the project, and as a consequence, on February 25, we meet to have the brainstorm idea for this investigation. Then we made the selection of the problem and the methodology. That was on April 8, and my co-worker Pablo Davila took the topic of the problem as a 4 point of the investigation of the problem. Made it on April 20. My classmate Francisco Martinez talked about the context and the vision. The fifth point was to review the investigation that we did on May 1st. The sixth point was the analysis and results. Made it on May 5, where we reviewed the information. The seventh point was about the delivery of individual videos. Made it on May 7. The eighth point was the editing of the video putting all the parts together, and this was done on my 9. And the last one, the 9th point, that was the review of the video, finished on May 12th.